Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and today I'm making a card, and it's kind of an exercise in using my Stamparatus, because I had to line up all of these these stamps here, the ones here. It's one stamp, but I had to line it up perfectly so that I can make this beautiful lacy design. And the stamp set that I'm using is called Delicate Petals, and this is the fan design that I use for the lace up here, and of course the flower and leaf, and one of the sentiments, which is thank you for your kindness. So this is a thank you card, and I've also decorated the inside of this card just a little bit so that you have enough room to write your thank you note in there. So I'm going to show you how I line these, especially this Stamp Up and these two, on my Stamparatus to make a pretty design. And you can, this is a monochromatic card. You can use different colors if you want to, but I like the ease of just using one ink pad, and it just kind of makes it look really pretty. Now, I didn't mention it in, because I've already filmed this, making this, but I didn't mention before that you can decorate this with rhinestones, a little bit of Wink of Stella. I didn't do that during this video, but if you want to see how I made this card, and you'll want to jot down the measurements here if you want to make this lacy part here. I'll have that on the screen too. So just continue watching. So to begin, we're going to start with a piece of basic white cardstock, and this measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Okay, and we're going to also start with our design. This is this fan design that's on this, sorry about the glare here, but it's the fan design from the Delicate Petals Stamp Set. Now what I want to do, and you got to make sure that you're on your grid. Most of these are pretty much the same. If I take this off, I have a grid down here, but if I want to, I could also use some of my grid paper, and it's pretty much the same measurements here. So let me get my magnets off of here because I'm going to be using my foam mat, because I'm going to be using a photopolymer stamp set, and this helps me with a better impression. Now this fan design here, you want to put it so that your the design is right down the middle of that 6-inch mark, and that 6-inch mark is a little bit darker. You'll be able to see it, and you want the design of your fan, you can kind of see through it, to go right down the center. Okay, and try to get it really good, because that's going to make your it's going to make your design even on your page when you stamp it. Now I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to just start stamping. Now I have it so that it's going to go off the page on this side here. So let's see how it works out on the other side. But you will need magnets, okay? And what you want to do is line it up here at the 6-inch mark, and then make sure you're lining it right up at that line right here, right below the numbers and the measurements. Okay, now we're going to be using some Misty Moonlight ink, and you want to ink that up really good, and I'm going to stamp it down. And to get even pressure, I'm going to take a tip from Bruno Bertucci. He always uses a block when he's using his Stamparatus, and that's to ensure that he has a really good, gotta press on it, a really good impression. Okay, now I'm picking that up, and now you see I have some mess on my little foam mat. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe that right off. Okay, so I don't get ink on the back side of this, although it really doesn't matter, it's going to be layering. So the next measurement you're going to put this at, because right here when you did that, you had a 3/4 of an inch. Now we're going to go 1 3/4 of an inch this way. So that's 1 and 1, 2, 3, 3/4 of an inch, which makes it 2 1/2. So you're going to line this at the 2 1/2 inch mark right here. That's 2 1/2, and keep it lined up at the 6 inches. I mean, not the 6 inches, that horizontal line right there. We're going to put that back up here. We're going to ink up our stamp again on this side. So you got enough ink on there, and I hope I do. And now we're going to be bringing this down. I'm going to rub that in, making sure I got a nice impression. Okay, pick that up, and voila. Now we're going to move it down another 1 3/4 of an inch. So that's going to make it 4 1/4 of an inch. Okay, hold that down right there. Ink it back up. And you're going to want to stamp it right down. Keep forgetting I have that. Okay, and then you're going to go to the 6 inch mark right here. Ink it back up. And you're going to be inking kind of on the pad here, but that's okay. And now you have the other half of that design on here. Really good. Okay. And a little bit of a mess on your pad, so let's just get rid of that right now. I'm just using a baby wipe. Okay, now the next one is going to be a little bit tricky. But don't worry, you'll be able to do it. I'm going to be taking this to the, I guess it would be the 4 1/2 inch mark right here. But I need to, let's move this over here, to the 4 1/2 inch mark. And I believe I'm going to need to go to 5 3/8 of an inch here. Let's just see how that works it out. I'm going to put my magnet right there. And when I close it, well, let me clean this up so that I don't accidentally stamp it. Nope, I need to go over. I think it's got to go over, let's see, to the 5 inch. Nope, to the 5 1/8 inch. Yeah, I need to go to 5 1/8 inch right here. I guess I had my measurements right. So you're going to be at the 4 1/2 inch here on this line here, and you're going to be at 5 1/8 inch here. Put your magnets there. We're going to be stamping down. Okay. That up. Ooh, ah. Okay, let's go move this down to the 3 3/8 inch mark. And we're staying at that 4 1/2 inch mark down here. 3 3/8 of an inch. Let's put our magnets back there. Ink up our stamp. And stamping it down. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, now we're going to go to the 1 5/8. I saw 5 there and I'm thinking 5 inches. Nope, it is 1 5/8. And staying on that 4 1/2 inch mark here, go to the 1 5/8 inch mark here. Put your magnets there to hold it. And we're going to ink this up. Just like that. Ta-da! Ooh, look how pretty that looks. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, now, if you want to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in my other plate here. I have the two stamps, these two stamps here. I have the flower and I have thank you for your kindness on here. And I did have it positioned for a different size card. I don't think it's going to work out for this unless, let me see, where am I putting this? Yeah, it'll work out. I'm putting this right on the edge. And I'm going to just bring it, I need to bring it down just about 1/8 of an inch. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put my magnets down here. So what I've done is I've got it lined up right at this edge right here and 1/8 inch down. So it's 6 7/8 inch right there. Oops, I just knocked over my magnets. Putting my magnets there. And now we're going to ink up this design and the thank you both at the same time. Making sure I'm getting a good impression. Wiping off this excess right here. Always get that mess off of there before I stamp. And let's see how this is going to work out. Now the flower's going to go off the page just a little bit, but that's okay. We're good with that. Okay. See how that worked. Ooh, yes. Like it, like it, like it, love it. All right. Now, I've pulled out a few of these little stamps here. I'm not sure exactly which ones I'm going to use yet. But I think I'm definitely going to use this leaf stamp. Just going to take some more ink here. This is the smaller of the leaves in here. There's two sizes. They look kind of the same, but this one's just slightly smaller. I'm going to stamp that leaf right there. And I think I may stamp another leaf right about here. All right. I could stamp another one there, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to make this card too busy. And now there's this little cute motif that is in the this stamp set. And what I want to do is I want to go with this motif and I want to stamp right in between each one of these fans. One right there. And so you'll have 3. One right there. Oop, I didn't get that one perfect, but that's okay. And one right there. And I think I might even put one in the corner right here, just for a little bit of an accent there. Okay, so what else can I use in this stamp set? We have this cute little floral, like bunch of flowers or bunch of baby's breath. I think I just want to place that one right here, just for a little more accent. Okay. And I don't know, let me see, do I need anything else? We have these little spray, a little spray of whatever that is, these little dots. Now, if you notice, I put this right on the corner of my stamp, and so that I'll be inking it up on the corner, because if I have it right in the middle, that's where I get all the ink on my block with these tiny little stamps. So if you just use the corner, then, you know, you don't have to get ink all over everything. And I think I'm just going to put some ink splatters here and there, or some sprinkles. Yeah, I don't know what you call this, just to give it a little interest. Maybe one down here, and one right about there. Okay, and I think I'm done. I think that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to make it too messy, because I've playing around, I've really gotten messy with this, but I've had fun, so that's okay. So let's move this Stamparatus away here, and I'm going to bring in my card base, and since it's going to be folding up like this, I just want to put my card base down like that with about an 1/8 of an inch border. So let me use some Tombow Mono adhesive. on the card. Should get some on the corner here. And grab my tweezers here, so when I pick it up, there we go. I don't want to get ink all over me. I should be using my silicone craft sheet right now. I didn't bring it in the camera. Okay, so right there. So what about the inside? I found the piece I cut. Okay, so let's decorate this piece here with some of the things that are in this this set. I'm not going to use the fans, but I think I'd want to use some of these smaller elements, like maybe this little one here that is kind of a little flower arrangement there. So let me open, I closed this, but I need to open it back up. And we're just going to put this little flower arrangement right here with a few little sprinkles all around it. You can use second generation stamping too if you want. Right here. Okay, and then I'm going to just take this little, I'm going to take this little motif and I'm going to just stamp the corners on every corner. Just put a little motif, except for the corner where I have this stamp on here. Okay, and then you can write your thank you note on the inside of the card. And we are going to place that right in here. And let's see, there it is. It was hiding. Now, I said I wasn't going to need this, but I do. Okay, now I'm going to take and put some liquid multi-purpose glue on here. And we're going to be putting this right here. And giving it just the right amount of border all the way around. Okay, so there is my card. I know it looks kind of busy, but I just had a lot of fun making this because I really love my Stamparatus. I love working out designs with it. I love using it with templates, and it's just so much fun. So I hope that you like this card. I hope that I've taught you something with that Stamparatus. And I'll have all the measurements on the screen, hopefully, if I could remember to do that. So this, of course, is Misty Moonlight, and you can make them in an array of colors to make like a thank you card set. And you could even take an envelope and stamp some of these elements on the envelope. So, well, if you need any of the supplies or tools that I used in this video, they're going to be listed in the description. I can't talk this morning. And please go to my website at www.geoamazingpapercrafts.stampinup.net. I hope to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. So once again, I'm Jeanette with Geo Amazing Paper Crafts, and you make it a great day. Bye-bye.